What's up? It's the fourth day. Y'all thought I came to play. Not today. Got a good one for y'all today. We're calling this one Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. Yes, Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz brought me to this, what we say, epiphany. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get right to it. A lot of us are stuck on the yellow brick road. Come on now. Yeah, I'm going to fill you in. Hold on. I'm going to fill you in. A lot of us is stuck on the yellow brick road. Meaning we're going to have trials and tribulations that come up. When Dorothy and all of them were following that yellow brick road, they had trials and tribulations coming up just so they can get to where? Emerald City, right? And in Emerald City, who is there? Wizard of Oz. And he's going to have all the answers for all their problems, right? All right, check it out. Let's get right into it. What did Dorothy need? Dorothy, she needed to get home. We're going to get to her at the end. Dorothy needed to get home, right? All right, let's move on. The Tin Man, he wanted a heart to love. Now, if y'all kept up with the story, if you know the story, the Tin Man wanted a heart to love. He wanted to be able to be in his feelings, but he was the most sensitive one around. You know what I'm saying? There was a part in the book where the lion was like, oh, I'll go out there and catch you a deer, Dorothy, so you have something to eat for breakfast. And the Tin Man was so sensitive about the lion killing the deer. He said, please don't do that. If you do that, I for surely will cry and I'll rust up and not be able to move some joints. So he out here looking for a heart. Whole time he's sensitive to the motherfucker anyway. But stuck on the yellow brick road with Dorothy the Lion and the Scarecrow trying to get to the Wizard of Oz to give him a heart. Oh, we're going to break it down. We're going to get there. Next on the list, who I got? I got them written down right here. The lion. What did the lion want? What did the lion want and what did he need? He thought he needed courage. He felt so cowardly. He felt like he wouldn't be able to stand up and defend himself. He was always in fear. But yet, every time an issue or a problem arose, he was the first one to step up and be ready to solve the problem, even if that meant defending himself and his friends. Whole time, he's stuck on this yellow brick road looking for courage, and courage he already got. Just like the Tin Man already had the sensitivity, the heart, the empathy, but he's stuck on the yellow brick road trying to get it. All right. I already told y'all, he said he'll go out there and get that deer for Dorothy so she can have some breakfast in the morning. That take courage right there. They was in the middle of the night. He got to go out there. I already told y'all when threats arose that was there to discourage him and his friends. He was one of the first, if not the first, to step up. He already had the courage. Y'all, what did Scarecrow want, y'all? Someone say it for me. Someone drop it in the comments. Like it's live, you know how they be doing. Someone drop it in the comments if you know what Scarecrow was looking for and searching for. Yeah, you know, our man's wanted brains. He wanted brains. But if we go back, think about the story, break it down, think about it in a little detail, he was, if not the first, but one of the first to always have an idea that would create a solution to one of their problems. Hey, y'all, I think we should do this. And he's stuck on the yellow brick road, going to the wizard looking for answers. All right, y'all. You want to know something that's crazy? This is how you know they didn't eat nothing. Because when they did make it there, found out that the wizard was a fraud, right? Found out the whole time Wizard was a fraud playing. He just like Dorothy. He just like Dorothy. He was in the circus from Omaha. Actually, I think it was Omaha. If I'm correct, someone correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But I'm pretty sure it was from Omaha. He was in the circus. Got onto what's it called? A air balloon. Got caught up in the wind and ended his ass up in Oz. You know what I mean? He didn't have no powers. Now, check it out. What did he give Dorothy? Nothing. He didn't even get her home. He actually stranded her punk ass. Let's talk about it. Him and Dorothy is supposed to get up on the air balloon and go back home together. She's saying bye to her friends and the villagers and shit. The air balloon started taking off. He like, oh, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. See ya. Left her ass. So he didn't do nothing for Dorothy. What did he do for Tin Man? Remember, Tin Man wanted a heart. So he gave him a pocket watch in the movie, right? Remember in the movie he gave him a pocket watch that was in the shape of a heart. Tin Man talking about, oh no, he got a heart. Goofy. Stuck on a yellow brick road still. He still didn't get the concept, right? But still, he got that. He still got what he needed, he felt like, right? Then, the lion. What did he give the lion? He gave this man a medal. You know what I'm saying? Like a Purple Heart or something. Medal of Honor. Saying he has courage. Come on, bro. Why we need people to believe in us? Why we need people to believe in us for us to do what we already got that's installed in us? See, this is where I'm going. You understand? You keeping up? Hey. I hope so. Now, the Scarecrow wanted brains. I'm going to talk about how he gave Scarecrow brains in the book, not the movie. You know what I'm saying? Because in the book, it was so funny how they had him looking. I ain't going to lie to you. He gave him a whole bunch of nails and nuts and screws and stuff and put it in his Scarecrow. It was all lumpy and bumpy. Scarecrow happy than a mug. He got some brains now. But he already had brains. He already was thinking. He already was coming up with some of the best solutions and ideas you can come up with when they were stuck on that yellow brick road. Fun fact, too. Dorothy's shoes was never red. They were silver. They were silver. But anyway, let's get back to it. Now, I told you, let's wait to the end because we was going to get back to Dorothy, right? Now, Dorothy, she runs into another witch. This witch is the good witch, right? This is the witch that sends her home at the end, right? And well, she don't even send her home. She just tells her, hey, click your heels two times and you're going to go back home. But what is the message that the witch told her before she clicked them heels? What is the message? It's cool. I'll wait. Don't trip. I'll wait. What's the message? All right. She told Dorothy the whole entire time, the whole time we're watching this movie, the whole time we're reading this book, she told Dorothy, you had the power to go home this whole entire time. This whole entire time, you had the power to go home. You didn't even need me. All the things Dorothy went through, she didn't even have to go through. Ooh, now we're getting to it. Because what I say, right? What I say. Tin Man, he had the empathy that he wanted from the wizard the whole entire time. Scarecrow had the brains. Lion had the courage. They just didn't believe in themselves. They're looking for someone else to answer these questions and give them solutions to these problems that they have when they already had the answers, when they already had the solutions. Dorothy already had the answer. She already had the solution on how to get home. The whole entire time. Didn't know it. Whole entire time. You know what I'm saying? From the get-go, she's looking for somebody to help her, save her. Within the first 5 to 10 minutes of her being Oz, she had the power to go home. You feel me? Now, moving on. That's the Yellow Brick Road. That's Dorothy and Yellow Brick Road. And y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Y'all holler back at me anyway. Moving on. Just a quick segment. I got 2 more segments for us. And then we're going to get up out of here today. But I want to ask y'all a question. Now, I've been asking people this question for a couple years now, and I always get a few different answers. So go ahead, drop in the comments real quick your answer to this question, and I'm going to tell you what I mean. What is real money? Talk to me now. I'll wait. What is real money? I'll give you a few more seconds. If you're just joining in right now, the question is, hop in the comments and let us know, what is real money? Bingo. Is it the paper? Is it how much you saved up in your bank account? All right, let's get to it. Real money. Now, can I say, oh, they got this written down on the paper as a fact? Nah, I can't. But all it takes is you using that right there. That right there. And that'll tell you everything you need. Just think. What's real money? All right? Food, land, water, and creative power. Creative thought. That's the only real money that's circulating in this thing. Now, if you really think about it, you know what I'm saying? Food, land, water. Whoever controls the food, whoever controls the land, and whoever controls the water controls everything, controls the people. You know what I'm saying? Creative power, that gives you pretty much arms you can build off of food, arms you can build off of land, arms you can build off of water. You know what I mean? So you know what I'm saying? Like the bottle that contains the water. The house that goes on the land. The seasoning that goes on the food, or the equipment you may use to prep or cook the food. You see what I'm saying? These is the only thing that's really actually money. Because these things are what creates assets. And these assets generate currency. But like I said in a prior video, if I put $1 million in your living room right now, it's not going to turn into anything. It's not going to create any water. It's not going to create no food. It's not going to create no land. Shoot, it'll hardly give you creative thoughts. Some people be stressed as hell after they get that advance. Like, ooh, I got to come up with this album. Probably why it should be trash. Look, y'all. We got to start understanding how can I get my hand in this food? How can I get my hand in this land? How can I get my hand in this water? What is my creative power? What leads me into, what quadrant of life do you want to be living? You know what I mean? That goes back into, what piece on the board do you want to be? You got to know your moves, right? We're talking about chess now, right? You got to know your moves. What piece on the board do you want to be? So what quadrant of life do you want to live in? Now, if you ain't read the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, go on, read that book. Robert, look it up, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That's the name of the book. 4 quadrants. Look that up. That's gonna bring you right to it. I don't know his name is Richard something or Robert something, but look the book up, Rich Dad Poor Dad, right? And it's gonna speak to you, break down all the 4 quadrants for you. But right now I'm gonna tell you about the 4 quadrants, just a little bit, boom, 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 boom. But if you really want to know, if you really want to break it down to you and get something, one book that will just even change your thinking of how to even approach finances, Rich Dad Poor Dad. All right, so the first quadrant you can enter and the lowest quadrant you can enter is 9 to 5 quadrant. That's an employee. The you and the me's. The 90% of us in the world, the 90 or 99, whatever percentage of us in the world. You know what I'm saying? That's us. Lowest quadrant. You know what I mean? The person clocking in to get the dollars. That's the lowest quadrant you can be in. Now, second door you can walk through that'll put you on one step higher than the employee is self-employed. We're going to go back and break all of them down just a little bit, but self-employed. And then if you walk through another door that'll get you to another level, it's going to be business owner. That's the third quadrant. Now, our fourth quadrant is investor. All right? That's through another door. Now, let me break these down for you in the simplest of form that I can, and which pretty much this is how I broke it down to myself. Excuse me. This is how I broke it down to myself so it all makes sense, right? And we got one quick thing after this, and we out of here, y'all. We done with today. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's check it like this. Look, it's about trust, right? It's about trust. And it doesn't have to be the form of trust of how you're thinking like, ooh, do they care about me type of fucking trust. No, it's about trust of is this money going to be circulating through us? That type of trust, right? So as 9 to 5 person, you're saying not only